friends, allow me to thank you to all of you to attend this press conference. And of course, it's a very special day for me because I just was re-elected as council member of ASOIF. All 28 federations expressed their full support, and of course, for me it is very important. I really appreciate their trust and support to my position for ASOIF. But of course, it's also today I call you not to speak only about this good news for me, because it's also yesterday I contacted President Rogan and I informed him first that I will present my candidacy for IOC presidency. This morning I informed to all my colleagues and friends, IOC members, and I can tell you that it's honestly, you are the first who hear from my voice. I mean mass media, I just say it now the first time. Because I thought that some rumors already spread and people start to play, but you are the first one. For me, St. Petersburg also is a very important place. Why I decided to announce here? Because 30 years ago, in this beautiful city, my career started as professional top sports career. I qualified in Vasilevsky Island Stadium for first World Championships in athletics. And I prepared here, and after I went to the Helsinki in age of 19 years old, and I became world champion. For that, I consider the St. Petersburg, for me, is really good place to announce my candidacy and start a new journey in my life. And of course, I believe that through all my career, through all my childhood, when I start my sport, I would say I always love sport. I always spend all my time between school lessons for sport. This is sport in my blood, in my genes. And of course, experience as athlete, as Olympian, I think today is also means a lot. Later on, and also I try to contribute and I try to change the society. And I was still athlete, but in 1990, I developed sport club and I became director to bring kids to sport, to make my people in the city to be happy. Because it was not easy time. And of course, I know that the kids should play sport to have successful, great, and fantastic life. I was fortunate since 1996 to be involved with the International Olympic Committee when athletes first time select their representatives, and I became in 96 Athletes Commission member. 99, I was elected as IOC member. And of course, since that time, I became vice president of IAAF. Also, I'm last 8 years I'm president of National Olympic Committee. I am UNESCO ambassador, and I believe that this experience, passion, motivation, energy, dynamism, it's really give me a strong platform to work together with IOC members and friends to lead our organization through the next exciting yet challenging chapter. And of course, sport today has a lot of challenges. It is not simple. I can understand this, and I understand how big and huge responsibilities. But sport play for society very important role. I would say it's crucial role, and particularly for youth. And our future target to engage youth, to stay with us, to stay with Olympic movement, to deliver to them interest to sport. Because sport helps them to build strong characters, overcome obstacles, to learn how to respect your opponent, how to build friendships, how to live with ethics, and all these things, it's really important for the future of Olympic movement. And of course, one of the key is Olympic education to deliver that. And we must build a healthy society. And the healthy society, in nowadays, it's key. because we see a lot of obesity among the kids, all this new technology, computers, television, a lot of attraction, and kids start to move really less and little. In this case, we need to be more dynamic, more active, more strong. I would say it's not active, better to be even more proactive with the youth and development of Olympic movement. And of course, they should be educated on Olympic values. I know that it's big challenges, as President Rogi said, that one of the biggest challenges in 21st century is the doping. Absolutely. This is a very dangerous area. We will continue to fight strongly, and we need to continue to overcome this serious problem. But it's nowadays, it's a real new problem, irregular match fixing, irregular betting. This is another important and serious issue which should be dealt with betting companies, with the government. Also educate the athletes to go to the fair play, to go through good results, good performances. And in my sport, even I'm from individual sport, I understand what it means, the team. The team always was behind me. My coaches, my physio, my friends, my family, they always support me. I would never achieve these goals, I will never achieve these results without their support, without support of the team behind. And of course, for the future and for the success, I believe that the members with the president should work very close together as one united team, because our power and strength of Olympic movement, this is unity of our families. And of course, national Olympic committees, international federations, international Olympic committee, this is really powerful part of our society, and of course particularly of sport. In this way, I believe we should work very close in interest and successful future for Olympic movement. For me, it's always important, and I always say when I meet the kids or I will speak in different situations, I always say, who doesn't remember the past doesn't have the future. And we must continue to develop the legacy of President Roge and his predecessor, in particular Juan Antonio Samaranch. We receive in its great legacy, and of course we need to build on this legacy successful, bright future of Olympic movement. And finally, I just want to say, I understand this is big task, big responsibility, but if the members of International Olympic Committee entrust me this position, I know that I will do utmost. I will work 24 hours. If needed, I will work even 24 hours a day for success of Olympic movement. Thank you very much for your attention, and I will please to give you answer to your questions.
Question on the decision of why you decided to run for president. What is that factor that convinced you that you should enter the race at this stage?
You know, this was always natural with me, because I was athlete, I became Olympian, I enjoyed sport, and I always try to give something back to sport, something back to society. I was really fortunate that history in 90s changed so much that athletes become engaged in sport administration. This was incredible. I was one of the first athletes who started to express the voice through election of the athletes. Because it's Juan Antonio Samaranch created 1981 Athletes Commission, but at that time the commission was appointed by President. 96, I was elected with my colleagues and friends. For that, I always dreamed to give something back. I always dreamed to be with international movement. I always dreamed to change the world for better, to educate kids through sport. For that, all these steps and all these changes, particularly in '99 when I became IOC member, they really changed the world. the Olympic Charter give opportunity for athletes to be IOC member. And after I was the chairman of Athletes Commission, and more voice of the athletes start to be involved. And athletes more and more engage in sport movement. And all these things, all these changes, and after I became 2001 council member for IAAF. And all these things and all these experiences, it's big experience behind, because to support the sport club, I developed the business, and I have also business experience. I also the businessman beside all my activities. And of course, all this experience and communication with the friends, with members, and discussion with them, and some of them start to say, Sergey, you need to run, you need to go. And also, I also feel myself, this is my life. I have passion, I have drive, I have energy to dedicate to the movement which gave me everything, basically what I have. Because without sport, I will not stand in front of you.
Sergey, you mentioned IAAF Council, the Vice President, that's your sport, experience. You've often been mentioned as a potential president from IAAF as well. What made you big guys in IAAF? What was the thinking in this process?
No, basically also I am here because of athletics. Athletics and Olympic movement, this is in my heart. This is my life, this is my life, my passion. And of course today we have the election for IOC presidency, and I think this is good time to run for IOC presidency.
You mentioned your concern about the rise of obesity worldwide. Is it appropriate for Coca-Cola and companies to continue to be Olympic sponsors in such an environment?
But look, I think it's also our partners that's doing incredible impact and incredible benefits to sport, to invest to Olympic movement, to grassroots, and this money is spread to the youth all over the world through the National Olympic Committee, International Federation. And I know that this company really take care, they change menus, they change diet, and they're living accordingly to the time, and they pay a lot of attention regarding the healthy lifestyle. They pay a lot of attention for health life of the youth and kids.
So you mentioned the president of the Ukraine language. We saw some of your ideas on the weekend with the Olympic Sports Day and the Federation there. Do you think you can follow those on an international scale?
I consider this our movement is strong because we are united and we have possibility to exchange, and we must share. I built National Olympic Committee since last 8 years, and we have only head office before. And we developed 27 regional offices. We supply them financially. We have to pay 3 salary for staff for each branch, and we give 1 scholarship for the athlete. Just for that we can deliver, we can spread our messages. Because in this case, we can engage our youth. We can engage kids from school. When we do the program like Olympic Day, so Olympic Day today, it's more than 40 different sports, Olympic and non-Olympic, participate. And you have opportunity to see it. And generally this project covers about 850,000 kids all over the country. And of course we're dealing with the National Federation because we give them support, and they represent Olympic movement in a National Olympic Committee. And in the beginning they don't understand why we start to promote, because we promote and doing great things for kids, for society, to change their life, and also bring kids to sport, to different sport. And the Federation now is so excited and so enthusiastic to go this way and in this direction. And of course it's Olympic Day, Olympic lesson, Olympic week, the Olympic store. This is Olympic store is particular, we started 2 years ago, grade 5 and 6. When kids compete between classes, between schools, in the city, in the region, and after 27 best in each region, 1 from each region, 27 in total, they go to Crimea for the final. And this is about 1 million kids. And regarding to your question, I believe and I think this is really great to serve the movement in this situation. But the IOC today, not about the bidding. This is we will see. It's not decision done what will be in the future. But it's in any way, I respect the rule. I always play fair in my career. I don't see any problems or any danger to anyone. This is decision of IOC members. Decision must be fair and must be not intervention for this decision. Approved. And it was fair process. It was decision of the executive board. And now we go to the next stage, which will be they really came and he understands what is necessary to do and have experience and knowledge. I believe this is decision of the members.